Hey, how's it going? This is your daily sweet talk for July 28th, 2025. What do you call a monkey who eats a ton of potato chips? A chipmunk. What? That's so. Okay, first of all, that's so similar to the joke from like 2 days ago, 2 of these ago. Uh, and then also, no, it just doesn't work. I'm not gonna harp. I'm not gonna dwell on it, but it doesn't work. That joke sucks. A Minecraft movie, one of my top movies of the year. Um, Even though I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I probably if I could nitpick, and I there's a lot of if I went into it blind, I would have liked it a lot less. I think I came in with low expectations and left with like just having a fun time. Uh, but it was good. It was fun. Whatever. I'm not gonna. This isn't a review of it, but whatever. Um, it was enjoyable. Jack Black as Steve. Now they were not the first choice. It was I think Steve Carell. They were in talks to star anyway. It does. I don't know what stage the script was at or who they were gonna play, but Steve Carell was in talks to star. Then I think Pedro Pascal, maybe. Then Jason Momoa came on board. So, so I'm thinking maybe Pedro Pascal was in the Jason Momoa role. I'm not really sure. What I do know is Matt Berry was going to play the Steve role at some point. It should be Steve, but I'm just gonna say Steve for the sake of that's how it is in the movie. Um, and they didn't end up doing that. I don't. I think it might have been for scheduling conflicts or something. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So Jack Black came in and said, which makes sense. They have a history with Jared Hess. Um, but I can't stop thinking about Matt Berry as Steve. They did have a role in the movie, which I'm not going to spoil because it's a fun reveal. They had a small voice cameo. Um, and they were so good. It's always so good to hear Matt Berry. I didn't quite like them as like in the Wild Robot. I just didn't think it was a good choice. But there's a lot of problems I have with that movie. But in general, Matt Berry is just such a fun voice to hear in anything, and voice to do. You're gonna hear a little bit of that here, maybe I don't know, because I can just picture them going, "I am Steve," or what else do they say in the movie? Welcome to the overworld. All right, that's a bad impersonations aside. It's a really fun voice to do though. That would have been so good. I don't know if it would have been better. I think the movie definitely would not have been as well received and as big if Jack Black wasn't the star, arguably the star, because there's such name recognition there. Matt Berry doesn't have that, unfortunately. Um, I feel like maybe it would have been better. I think a lot of people didn't like Jack Black's performance because it was so hammy. Some people might even say it was like phoned in because they were just like eh, going so hard at Jack Black. It was like the most Jack Black has ever been. But I liked that, to be honest. I wonder if I would have liked it more if it was Matt Berry being like the most Matt Berry they've ever been. That sounds honestly maybe more appealing, especially in an age of not an age of. I feel like there's some Jack Black fatigue at the moment, and Steve could have worn a lot more thin because of that. And I think there would have been less risk of that with Matt Berry, but there was an ironic level of appreciation for Jack Black's Steve. I think it would have been less ironic for Matt Berry. Oh, chicken jockey. There you go. That's the other one. um, I would have just loved to see, and I would have loved to see Matt Berry in a role that big, but the movie would not have been as successful.